Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the Muslim View. I'm your host, Sarah Darsha. Today we're here at a very special event. It's the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic Tournament. And this tournament is very important. It helps raise money for different organizations around London. This event has raised over $300,000 for different organizations in need, such as London Food Bank, Marymount Family Support Crisis Center, and the Muslim Resource Center for Social Support and Integration. This has been a great initiative, and we hope that you enjoy the event today.
We are here helping out 3 charities this year. One being the London Food Bank, the second, Marymount, and also the Muslim Resource Center for Social Support and Integration. We want to hear first from the London Food Bank. So please welcome Mr. Mike Evans.
Thank you. On behalf of the London Food Bank, I want to thank Nazem and his family and all the sponsors and all of you golfers for supporting this event. The Food Bank has been a long-term charity of my choice. I've been the treasurer for over 27 years. It's a place that I'm very proud to be a part of. Harold Krimmer and I make up the finance committee of the Food Bank, and we're very frugal with the money that we spend. We use it for things such as monthly purchases of protein, the food that's given by the generous people of London and the corporations of London is short on protein in the food basket. So we buy milk, we buy eggs, and we buy pastas with meat in it to try to add some protein to their diet. The food bank's located at 926 Leithorn. It's a big building, it's a clean building, and it accepts a ton of volunteers to come down and do it. We run the food bank on 6 staff. They're not paid a big amount because they choose to work there because they love what it does. So if you want to go down and volunteer, see what it does. The current website actually will take you through how the food bank works. You can see a video of it that Glenn did very well. And again, thank you for your generosity.
From Marymount, we would like to welcome the board president, Celine Bourbonnais McDonald.
The reason that Marymount exists is for family. As I'm sitting here for the first time, and I get to feel that there are numerous aspects to family in this room. There's the golfing group, there's the Kadri family, and there's all of who you are and what you bring and the reason why you are here. Marymount is 140 years old this year, and its focus has been on helping families through various crises, be it medical, be it emotional, whatever families need to stay together. Marymount basically meets those needs. And so today, this is very special for us. The wider community is acknowledging and recognizing what we do for families. And on behalf of Marymount, we would like to say a huge thank you, or perhaps merci beaucoup. So again, thank you so much.
And it's from the Muslim Resource Center for Social Support and Integration. Please welcome Zan Salimi.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good day on the course today. Thank you to the Nazim and his family for selecting the MRC, short for Muslim Resource Center, again this year for some of the foundation's donations, and really honored to be in the company of Marymount and the Food Bank. And last year, similarly, honored to be among those things. One of the things I've noticed among the charities that have been selected is that, including the MRC, we are, yes, there's Muslim in our name, and our focus has been the Muslim community through some of our institutions. So thank you so much for the support. We have maintained a caseload of about 30 families over the past 2 years because of your support. Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the tournament after this. Welcome back to the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic Tournament. This is a great tournament that raises money for non-for-profit organizations in need.
And some of you have helped to make this one of the most exciting golf tournaments anywhere, because to date, monies raised are now up over $300,000. So, congratulations. It has been fantastically successful. And a lot of that has to do with the tremendous support, the organizing committee, and of course the sponsors who have been involved from the start. We actually want to thank a couple of them right now. In All-Star sponsor Josh Birch, can we have a hand? Also, Wasco Developments and Low Price Auto Glass, can we have a hand for them? And we are now going to bring greetings from our Hall of Fame sponsors. First up, we have from Siskins, the law firm, Ross Hurd. Ross, come on.
It was on behalf of Siskins Law Firm, we'd like to thank Naz and his family and all the volunteers who put on this tremendous event. It's a very fun day, very special time, and it's great to be out here to spend a nice day on a Saturday with a really good group of people. We also appreciate the hard work and the commitment of the Nazer Kadri Foundation, and through its support of the various charities and organizations that benefit from the proceeds of this event. So we at Siskins are proud to be a sponsor of this event, and we look forward to our continued involvement and support of the event in the years to come. Thank you.
Our next Hall of Fame sponsor from Scotiabank, please welcome Andrew Smith.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Scotiabank Group, we are very proud to be a part of the tournament and have been, as I understand it from the start. I say that because I'm a new import to London and area, which I'm extremely pleased to be here. This is the first event that I've attended, and out of all of the charity tournaments that I've attended over 25 years, I would rate this top notch of all of them that I've been at. It was an absolutely fantastic feel, just the sense of family and community. And I want to congratulate Nazem, Sam and Sue and family for an outstanding day. And we also are very, as I say, proud to be here and looking forward to continued tournaments coming up, to be a part of that and to give back to the community. So thank you very much.
And our final Hall of Fame sponsor representing Dove Dental Centers, Dr. Hassan Mustafa.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much. And so, I'm not necessarily Dove Dental Centers, although I am a dentist at Dove Dental Center. I'm really here representing Dr. Red Marin and Heather Merrick. I want to thank them for having, from this very first year, support the foundation and the charities that we support. Really, I'm very thankful. I wish Dr. Merrick could be here today. He's recovering from the recent cancer treatment, so wish him the very best. But I will just quickly say, I remember when I was asking Dr. Marin, I said, listen, Nazem, he's been a great patient of ours, who really supports some of these charities. He goes, well, I don't really know who this Nazem kid is. And so he's more of a golfer and not so much of a hockey fan. Until he went and he asked his grandkids, he goes, who's this Nazem kid? What? Nazer Kadri, we gotta go. And I'll never forget the day we invited Dr. Marin to go play over at Sunnydale. And not just Dr. Merrick came, but his niece came, his three grandkids came, and I think they went and bought everything out of Sports Check that afternoon that had Canada on the back of it. And so ever since then, we're very proud to have them as a sponsor. We want to thank them, and we want to thank Naz and family for supporting us, and thank you.
I'd also thank Fire Rock for having us all here today. If you've never eaten a dinner at Fire Rock before, well, you're in for a very special treat.
We'll be back with more of the golf tournament right after this. Welcome back to the show. We're here at the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic. Stay tuned for more. We're here with the former president of the Islamic Center, Mr. Faisal Joseph. He's also a very important community member and one of the biggest lawyers in London. We're very happy to have you today. Welcome to the Muslim View.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Talk to me a little bit about the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic and why it's important for us to give back to the community.
Well, I just think it's a very worthwhile event. I mean, really what this is about family. So the charities that are involved here, there's numerous charities, the Marymount Center, the Muslim Resource Center, the London Food Bank, and really what it is trying to protect people that can't protect themselves. So we're concerned about families, we're concerned about kids, and we're concerned about giving back. So everybody that's here today is a community leader in their own right, raising thousands and thousands of dollars. I think they've raised over $300,000 in just 3 short years. It's sold out every year, and Nazem is a hero to many of these kids and families, and it's wonderful that he takes this opportunity to give back to the community. So it's something that's well supported by every sector of our community.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We're here with Hassan Mustafa, the president of the Islamic Center, and part of the sponsors, right?
Absolutely, a sponsor and one of the organizers also.
Hassan, tell me a little bit about what is the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic?
Well, really, this is an initiative started by Nazem and his family. He's been really successful and has done really well, and he's got a lot of name recognition, not only in our Muslim community, but all across Canada and even the United States. And so he came to us wanting to give back to the community. And so we came up with the idea, an association with the London Muslim community, to develop this charity, not just to help the Muslim community, but to really help the general wider community and to show our sense of community and giving back. And because really, that's what Nazem grew up with, is that sense from his parents to give back to the community that's given you so much over the years.
And why do you feel that's important to do?
Well, I mean, we could say that really it goes back to a lot of our roots in our own cultural and religious ethical duties and our civic duty as Canadians and as Muslims to give back to the community. This community has been so wonderful to us, and so we really feel a sense to give back to the community.
How long have you been organizing this event?
Well, this is really the third year. It's the third annual tournament. Each year it gets bigger and better, and we're having a lot more fun with it, and we're getting better at it. We're really proud of Nazem and his family and all of the volunteers and the sponsors. They've really done a tremendous job, and I think in only a couple of years we're one of the biggest tournaments in London for sure.
Thanks so much for joining us, Hassan.
No, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it.
Okay, so we're here with Celine from Marymount. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Thank you. Talk to me a little bit about what Marymount is.
Marymount is a crisis respite center. It's been helping families and children in London for 140 years. Obviously, it's evolved from its first days as an orphanage to today. Basically, we look after children. We have 18 beds for children in case of family crises, be they medical or for other reasons. And at the same time, we also provide a number of programs for both children and their parents, because the prime raison d'etre for Marymount is very much to support families so that the children can have the very best possible start to their lives. And by doing that, then obviously we support them, and we ensure that they grow up healthy and able to contribute to their community.
Talk to me a little bit about the Nazer Kadri talk to me a little bit about the Charity Golf Classic and how it's giving back to the community.
What I find so important is that London is very multicultural, and Nazem and his family are proof of that. And at Marymount, for instance, I mean, we service families that come from every part of the globe. And to be able to have that connection within our community to support and to show the diversity, but yet the commitment to family and children that Nazem and his family have, to me, is just such a great asset to London and its area. So it's very important important because while we have some government funding, what happens is that foundations like the Kadri Foundation help us provide even more services to the families and the children. So it's very important. And again, we're all in here together as a community, and the Kadri Foundation is there to help, and it's very much appreciated.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It is a pleasure for Marymount to be here.
We're here with Mike and Harold from the London Food Bank. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Talk to me a little bit about the London Food Bank and what it does for the London community.
The London Food Bank is a place to gather food for people to donate corporately and personally food and give to their fellow man. We give emergency food for 5 days to people that are in need. They come 3 or 4 times a year, not every month. It's when life has thrown them a curve. We're there to give them some food.
And talk to us a little bit about your role and why you feel it's important to have an event like this to give back.
In terms of our role in the community, the food bank plays a very vital role. It catches people who slip through the cracks. There's over 370 families that get served every month. And events like this allow us to buy protein for those families, to buy eggs, to buy milk, and it rounds out what they receive from the food bank. So it's very important to us to receive proceeds from events like these.
And for people that kind of feel like maybe London doesn't need this, what would you say to them?
The stats today in the paper, unemployment is improving, so a lot more jobs are happening. But no matter what, with low-income jobs, with people in between jobs, with insurance bills or car repairs or first and last month rent, life throws you a curveball. And so people need us at times, and then they become volunteers and donate at other times. So it's what goes around comes around in life. And I just must say that for Nazem to give back like this, that's what I think we need to do as human beings, and good for him.
Talk to me a little bit about, how can people sign up and get, help out in the London community?
Well, one of the ways with the food bank, to just check out the website, and it'll guide a person through on how to volunteer, how to give, how to donate. Very easy to do. www.londonfoodbank.ca.
Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here with Zan Salimi representing the Muslim Resource Center for Social Support and Integration. Welcome to the show, Zan.
Thank you so much.
Talk to me a little bit about what the MRC is.
The MRC stands for Muslim Resource Center for Social Support and Integration. It was started a few years ago by one of our community members who saw a number of people falling through the cracks, essentially. People might fall through the cracks simply because the services aren't there, or in our community especially, there's a lot of barriers to services. Language is a big one. Cultural attitudes are another big one. And so the MRC came about as part of some of the work that he had done. His name is Dr. Mohammed Baubay. He's our executive director.
Well, talk to me a little bit about the Nazer Kadri tournament and how it's important to give back to such organizations.
I commend them for doing this job. I know it's community members who have gotten together and identified that this is one way of raising monies for charities. And they've done an amazing job of selecting a lot of worthwhile charities in London. And again, these are people who serve the underserved in our community.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Muslim View. We're here at the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Classic. Join us for some interviews with some of his family members and Nazim himself. We're here with Nazer Kadri, number 43 of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Welcome to the Muslim View.
Thank you.
Talk to me a little bit about the charity and why it's important to have this golf contest.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's important to give back to the community, and especially to a community that's given me so much. You know, growing up, this is all I knew, and you know, being put in this fortunate position as of right now, I feel like it's my obligation to give back and help other people out.
And as a Muslim, you're giving back to not only the Muslim community, but you're giving back to the broader community. Why do you feel that's important to be identified as a Muslim and do that?
Yeah, I mean, the Muslim community is great. It's obviously, those are my people, and that's who I've been around, and I've supported them from day one, of course. But, I want to kind of expand my horizon a little bit, and there's other people that also need help. The Muslims are not the only ones that struggle. Other people do too. So I kind of want to touch base on every charity if I can. That's part of the reason why I change the charities every single year, and just try and kind of connect with all of them.
Did you play today?
I did play.
How'd you do?
I did pretty well, actually.
You did? What was your score?
We were 15 under, so I don't. Unfortunately, that wasn't good enough to win, but we still had a good time.
Okay, thanks very much, Nazim.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're here with Amina Kadri. Welcome to the show, Amina.
Thank you.
Amina, tell me a little bit about how you feel about the Nazer Kadri Charity Golf Tournament and why it's important to have something like this.
Yeah, every year we get excited to be a part of it. It's a great family initiative. That's something that's really important to our family, and all the cousins, aunts, and uncles get involved. And it's important because we're giving back to the community. There's a few charities we're supporting. One of them being the food bank, Marymount, and the Muslim Resource Center as well. And it's just a great time, and I look forward to coming every year. I can't take credit for all the work, though, but we show up every year, volunteer, and be present and try to support these great charities. Yeah.
Rima, how do you feel about being part of the Charity Golf Classic today?
This is really special. And it's to give back to the people, so we'll give money. And I love this idea because we get to all be together as a family, and we get to meet new people, so I feel good about this, and I can't wait for next year.
Awesome. Mohammed, tell me a little bit about how you feel about getting together with your family, putting this initiative together, and giving back to the community.
Well, we're really close as a family, and this event just allows us to come together and be even closer and sort of do a charitable act for the community.
Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. So we're here with Mohammed Haidar. Welcome to the show, Mohammed.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Mohammed, talk to me a little bit about the Charity Golf Classic and how you're a big part of it.
Definitely. So this is my third year of volunteering, and it's always been a pleasure. It's always fun to do. It's very community oriented and family oriented, so it's fun to be with the family and do all this great work that we do to give back to the charities that are in the London community. And it's a fun thing all the way around.
Now, we're not only giving back to Muslim charities, we're giving back to the greater London community. Why do you feel that's important?
I think it's important because the community has given us so much as a family, and as a Muslim community as well, that it's nice to give back when we can. And fortunately, Nazim is in a position that he can give back, and he can give back to things that are dear to his family's heart and to his heart, being the London Food Bank and the Muslim Resource Center and Marymount. They're all worthwhile causes, and whenever you can contribute, you should always do so. So he's taken that up, and we support him.
Thanks so much, Mohammed.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show. This was a very, very great initiative. I'm very proud to be part of it, and I'm very happy that we came out today. Thanks so much. I'm your host, Nazer Kadri.